Hello, everyone. This is Sean from 8-Bit Shinobi, and I got a very special guest, Katie, who's going to be talking about her new project called the Cursed Child.
Yeah, Bounce the Cursed Child.
So, is this the? I don't remember if this. Do you have any other books that you've done before?
Yeah, this is actually the second installment of Bonds. The whole collection of books is going to be called Bonds, and there's always going to be different names. So the first one was The Drive, and now the second one is called The Cursed Child. So this is already the second one, but we decided to put the first one as a reprint, available to people who didn't read the first book yet.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And why don't you tell me a little bit about your book? Not too much, but enough for people, to get them interested.
I'm actually gonna share this
Okay.
screen. Am I sharing? Is it good?
No, I don't see anything. Let me see if I can do anything on my end.
Because it's. Wait, I'm gonna try again. But it did say that I was. Streaming it, but unfortunately the sound is gonna be off.
That's okay. Well, see, I'm just sorry, everyone. I'm just seeing if there's anything I can do on my end. I'm doing this through my phone because my laptop decided not to work. So,
Okay, one more time. It should be somewhere where you added me.
oh, there
There
we
it
go.
is. There it is. Yeah, so this is pretty much Bonds the Cursed Child, the second book. I'm probably. Do you want me to play the trailer? It's done by the
Go
amazing Red
for it.
Gaze. All right then.
Wow, that was a really good trailer. Did you do that yourself? Oh. I think your audio cut out. I don't hear you right now.
I'm sorry, I muted. I muted. That's a habit. Whenever we play the trailer, we just mute ourselves. So just in case, like. No. I was saying that the trailer was done by the amazing Red Gaze, who is also like the campaign partner, and he's also like part of the campaign in a different way. And I'm gonna mention a little bit later, as we talk, because he also participated with the short story,
Hmm.
that is a part of this campaign. Well, when it comes to the second book, well, Um, the whole Bond story is written like one plot line, so every book just follows the previous ones. So basically, we left off with the first book at a point where we already know that Lena lost her parents. Lena is a young werewolf girl, right? In this very dangerous area, pack on Sapphire Peninsula, they pretty much focus on the defending the rest of the land, right? And during this big war, she lost her parents, and she was left with her little brother. And now she's doing all she can so she can stay in the pack, she can grow stronger, and she can be able to protect him in case something happens in the future. So she has this goal that she wants to become a future alpha of the pack, so she can like lead the pack, so she can protect everybody that she holds dear, right? And we pretty much left off in the first book at a point where she was promised that, okay, fine, there are circumstances why you are allowed to train, but not because you want it, but because there are some other circumstances. And in the second book, we basically follow through with her training, with basically a little bit of exploration of their pack. And of course, the story is called The Cursed Child. So the thing is that the pack accepted a new wolf. That there are a bunch of rumors going around this person, this new werewolf, that he can be potentially very, very, very dangerous. And of course, Lena's goal is to protect her pack, so she needs to find out whether that's true and how to deal with it. So that's gonna be her goal for the second book. And of course, she's a teenager, so she's pretty much gonna wander off somewhere where she shouldn't be, and that's gonna like get her in a lot of trouble, right? And
Mhm.
so towards the end, it's gonna get a little bit darker. I'm sorry, I started talking and I completely forgot scrolling. So yeah, this is pretty much the cover of the second book. Um, I have great news, super news that I'm probably gonna start spreading. But I know you can't make things bigger right now. But if you can see, the first book came in this beautiful, beautiful box,
Nice.
right? So when you like open the box, the whole comic came packaged, beautifully packaged inside. And we actually found a store where they make these boxes for an amazing price. So we were like hesitating whether to make these boxes because of how the campaign might do, because they were really expensive. But and now we found them like for amazing price, and I was like, no discussion, we're doing this, So we're gonna be doing the boxes with this same design as the cover. So all the people who already got the boxes of the first version will have a box for the second version, and they can build their own small collection. So um yeah, last book was about 72 pages long. This one is 77. As you can see, it's going to be stacked with action, stacked with like wolf action mostly, right? And of course, it's called Bond. It's about relationships and about friendship, hate ships. It kind of depends, right? So it's going to be a little bit from that part too. There's going to be a training montage because the training is important, and a lot of like wolf stuff happening over there, as you can see. Of course, we introduce new characters because the first book was basically focused on Lena Jensen, the girl, right? The main character, the main heroine, her little brother Jesse Jensen, and their trainer Rick Taylor, who is the Zeta of the pack, which means like he's the general. This pack is focused on like training the defenders, like basically like army, right? And he is their general trainer, mentor. He's doing this, like he's like the communication basis of the pack. And of course, we introduced two new characters, Liam Wilson and Del Lucas, who are for the future going to become a stable part of the main crew. Now, what's coming with the campaign? Besides the book that you're going to be getting, it's going to be black and white. We're not going to color it because black and white it's how we like it. But you're going to get like colored mini prints, especially like two of them. First one is called By the Full Moon, and the second one, The Moon Goddess. By the Full Moon is directly connected to the story itself, and the Moon Goddess. Right now, it's more of a like abstract deity. For the future of the story, it's actually going to become a part of something more materialistic, something real. As far as traditional art go, well, there are still sketch cards available on this brown paper done with black ink and finished with like white sakura pen. The black ones are unfortunately gone. And then there are like big traditional art pieces, but the only one available is this in at the bottom in the middle. Basically, the Liam headshot is the only one there. Then we have the Defenders, which was amazing traditional art piece, 20 by 30 inches, so a poster size, but it's gone. But we decided that if the campaign does well, we're just going to include it as one of the stretch goals in form of a mini print, so everybody can have their own, piece of art. And now we are getting to the short story written by Edward Case that I mentioned earlier. Basically, it's this new character entering the story. I wanted to expand a little bit on him, so I gave like the basic skeleton about who he is, where he came from, what are his abilities, some backstory, to him. And he came back to me with amazing 22 pages of a short story that I was like completely blown away by. So we decided to add it to a campaign as a form of a book. It's going to be like a stapled book, and I decided to put a few illustrations in it as well, so people can have some like more art with it. So that's that. This is the cover for it.
Wow, that looks amazing. Like all this stuff, it's just beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, we were trying to just get people our best, because that's what all the backers deserve.
Mhm.
And basically, the last section of the whole pitch is the stretch goals. Right now, we crossed the exclusive glossy collectible trading card. I know some people like trading cards, some people don't. But this one is kind of important because the first campaign came up with the alpha card. The front of the card is always some artwork, and the back is what is their function in the pack and what are the abilities. This book we decided to do the Zeta card, and since Bonds is supposed to be at least 10-book story, by the last book you will have like complete Bonds hierarchy of werewolves in form of trading cards. So that's going to be really cool. Then we have the Mudman. I know you're probably not familiar with Mudman. Again, it's connected to the first book. By the end of first book, little Jesse comes to Lena that the new issue of Mudman arrived and he wants to read it. So they read a comic within a comic, right? Yeah.
That's
So
kind of meta right there.
yeah, that's a little bit like that. So by the end of the campaign, we decided to add the story of what little Jesse was reading about, right? And basically that's what we did there. And we decided to continue with the legend continues Mudman 2. So if we get to 10 grand, that's what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do with 15, we're gonna do stickers. Three stickers for 15, basically for each backer. And with 20 grand, we have this mini print that I already mentioned earlier. And with 25, there are going to be more content. There is actually a section in the story where I think I'll be able to expand the story by those 5 to 6 pages with Basically, if I do them, the story will only gain, but if I don't, the story won't lose a bit. So that's gonna be really cool. So that's about bonds, pretty much. That's just how we roll. And when it comes to like what you can choose if you decide to, we have various tiers where you can choose from. Like if you are, if you're debating whether you want to, invest in it or not, you can always go with the digital. The digital of Bonds 2 and Exiled. First of all, I would like to point out what you see in the thumbnail of each tier is basically what you're getting, right? So this is a PDF of Exiled and Bonds 2. The Teen Wolf is a PDF of Exiled, Bonds 2, and Bonds 1. So 3 books for $12. Then we have the Big Bad Wolf, which is a single book. Old Lone Wolf, which is a single old book, right? The Bonds, the Drive. Then we have the Eta Warrior. Eta is again one of the ranks we're going to be mentioning maybe somewhere in the future probably. And that goes with the book and the 2 mini prints. And of course, all the stretch goals, all the physical backers are getting all the stretch goals. Then we have the Wolf Twins. Those are like 2 books with discount. The Double Howl is the first book and the second book, so like a combo. Then we have the Eta Warrior full, which goes like printed version of Bonds 2 mini prints plus printed version of Exiled. And then we have the Zeta General, which comes with the basically Bonds 2 Exiled 2 mini prints plus a traditional unique sketch card. It's a tiny little traditional art piece. Then we have the Gamma Wolf, like I already mentioned. That's the pretty much only one available. It's about, I don't know. I think you can tell how much it is based on description. Let me see. It was written over here. The traditional art piece is 8.5 by 11.5 inch. So it's pretty decent size, right? And then the very last tier that is available is called Wolf Yourself. And basically you get the Bonds 2, Exiled, both printed, the 2 mini prints. And on top of that, I'm going to be sending out to like a fillable form to a backer, and where they're going to fill up the name, color of eyes, color of fur, color of hair, height, weight, affiliation to the packs we have in the story, and maybe some stats like strength, speed, hunting abilities, and shit. Sorry, I almost got vulgar. Yeah, stuff like that. And they're gonna send it all back to me with their picture, of course, because I need to work with their picture. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw their human form as a human, right, character, and I'm gonna draw their inner wolf based on the description. Like, I don't know, somebody says I want a like black wolf with blue eyes, and I don't know, some red cross on the chest, So I'm going to draw it traditionally on a paper with markers. Then I'm going to put it in a scan, put it in a computer, color it up so it matches all the descriptions that I got, and of course put the stats that the person filled in. And then we're going to print it on a high quality paper. So what you're going to be getting in your Bonds box is all that I mentioned before, plus traditional piece, plus a character sheet. So that's it. That's all, folks.
So, what got you interested in working on your own comic book series?
I actually had this story in my head for the longest time. I just didn't know how to do it, where to do it, and then the COVID came, and everybody got like stuck inside. And I was like, yeah, this is probably the perfect time when to get this out. So I first before I started like reading a bunch of books on Wattpad, and I came across this werewolf genre, and I just instantly fell in love with some of the stories that people were posting. And I thought, like, this story that I have in my head would probably match the genre completely. So I spent like first 5 to 6 months just developing the characters, the the backgrounds, the surroundings, and the world. And when by then I was a teacher, so basically the moment when the summer break hit, that was like July. That's when I like started drawing bonds, like every day, and I started like pumping the pages out. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, that's cool. Well, everyone, make sure that you get the highest tier. Let's get this. Let's get this going. This sounds like an amazing project.
Yeah, another great thing that your like people, that your watchers maybe like to hear is that the book is done. So I need to letter a few more pages, and we're pretty much ready to go to print. So what we're doing, we're basically waiting for the campaign to end, and we're printing it, and we're going to be sending it out to backers. But since we're shipping from over here, which is in Europe, we just decided to put some more like cushion. So that's why it's written August 2023, but I'm positive it's going to be earlier. So that's probably it. And we're like 3 days left. We're in our first 30 days, so there's still gonna be some time to back it if you wish.
Mhm.
And with the next 30 days, we're also gonna be posting a few more tiers with our traditional art piece. This time colored markers. Probably two more pieces. I'm counting. That's it.
And how many more stories do you think you're gonna get out of this series?
Well, I have the whole story outlined in a form of a chapter, in form of chapters. Like each chapter is written out in about 3 to 5 sentences, where I know what I want to happen there. Like book one was made of like 4 chapters. Book two is also made of 4 chapters. So from my calculation, there should be at least 8 more books coming out. So it's gonna be like a 10 book series at least. It can be 9, it can be 11. It really depends because the story is still kind of organic.
Mhm. So everyone, let's make this happen. Let's make it as many books as it can get. Let's make
Yeah.
it 11. Let's go to 11.
Yeah, can you at least imagine like the very last campaign where you're gonna, all the books are gonna be offered in the form of a collection? I can't wait. I can't wait. I don't know. I've been like cursing and everything, like biatching like crazy when I was drawing it, because sometimes like these pages, it really doesn't look like it, but sometimes like the inking part and the cross hatching and everything is just like such a struggle. It's a pain in the ass. But then you see the result, you see all the pages line up next to each other, and you're like, wow, this is amazing. Let's do more. So right now I'm in that stage where I really just want to finish the last few pages, to letter them. And I really want to start like writing out the book three and start drawing it and everything. And we also have another great project coming probably soon. I really don't know how fast it's gonna go, but it's gonna be for kids. It's gonna be cartoon style for kids, and I'm pretty sure kids are gonna love it. So
Oh,
easy
that's
peasy.
that's good. Well, hopefully things go extremely well, and this can be your full-time job
We shall
if it
see.
isn't already.
We shall see. Like right now we have day jobs, so we're pretty much dividing our time between a day job and the after job, free time, where we're trying to produce something creative, meaningful, something that represents us. So we shall see.
Cool. Have you already or thought about doing the comic convention scene?
I actually have. The problem with that is at least where we are over here, you need to have some kind of like a company license so you can be there. I can go there to promote, but I can't sell. So if I brought a bunch of books that I would like to sell out, I can't because I don't have that. It's basically like LLC, right? I don't
Hmm.
have that, so I wouldn't be able to. But we're trying to actually look into more to see what are the options because we would definitely love to. At least I was hoping this year, but hopefully with the next book when we actually have a bigger portfolio, because there are people over here that like to buy books, and there are people who are interested in just a sketch card or a trading card, because it's like a souvenir.
Yeah, well, hopefully you can get that sorted out. As someone that does the comic book scene, it's really great. You get a lot of people buying your stuff, and it's also great to network with other people.
Yeah, yeah, I would love to experience that. Honestly, I've been to one convention in my life, and I'm still so mad at myself because I remember there was a presentation of this artist called Michael Ivan,
Mhm.
whatever. He's from my country. Oh my god! And he's working for Riot for League of Legends, and I've been like what, like 3 feet, or 6 feet distance away from him. I almost shook his hand, and I almost didn't know who he was, and then I found out. I was like, what the hell? So yeah, I know like conventions are amazing places for like when you wanna like meet new people and get to know other people's work. I would just really love to. And I heard that US conventions are amazing, and I always when I hear friends talking about that, I'm like I want to experience that too. So maybe
Well,
one
if
day.
you're ever up in my neck of the wood in Ottawa, we have like at least 6 or 10 conventions in a year. And one of my friends is expanded to like other cities, and I've helped another friend with his conventions, and it's like big here.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not really sure whether I will ever get a chance to get to Ottawa, but who knows? The world
Yeah.
is getting smaller and smaller, so.
Oh, if you're ever up here, just send me a message and I will set you up.
Alrighty, definitely will. Definitely will. Thank you very much.
No problem. Is there anything that you want to tell our fans about your project or anything, or where they can find you? I'll also update this as needed, and we'll
Um,
also be on TikTok.
Awesome. Honestly, I'm very rarely on TikTok, but I think I'm going to try to expand a little bit more. But right now, you can find me as Nerium Nova on Twitter, Nerium Bonds on Instagram, and I also have, I think, Nerium Bonds YouTube channel where I'm probably going to be posting a lot more sorry, Nerium Nova on again on YouTube, the same as Twitter, and I'm gonna be posting more of like art process, like speed drawing and stuff like that. Maybe some animation courses. We shall see. But I would like to start to get that channel going a little bit more. And as far as the project goes, honestly, the fact that I could be here and talk about it to people who might be potential backers or might be just interested in it. It was a great experience because I know that people don't really see it as a big thing, but for us, even a like or share, retweet, just telling a friend about it, it means a lot because you never know where it's gonna end up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably everything I really want to say. Like, I'm kind of surprised because I think I got a little bit better with the pitches. Honestly, I remember the first campaign, the first streams when I didn't even know what streams were, and somebody asked me like, what's the pitch? And I was like, I don't know, So I'm just happy that yeah, we got it out in a record way. I'm proud of myself. Oh my god. So yeah, that's Bonds, and it's gonna be more. It's gonna be a lot more. And oh my god, I already have the book 3 outlined, and there's gonna be action in the very beginning, and there's gonna be action in the end, and there's gonna be action in between, and people are gonna love it. And towards the end, it's gonna get a little bit gory. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the nature of werewolves.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like because like some people were asking me whether this is like good content for kids, teenagers, and I'm really trying to making it, but they're wolves, like sometimes the blood is there, and sometimes when you get bit or you kick your pinky, sometimes you cuss or swear. It happens. At least I'm trying to like censor it, out with a star or something. So
Mhm.
yeah. So that's it.
Well, thanks for coming on. Everyone watching this on the replay, definitely check this out and follow on all the platforms. And I really hope this takes off. I'd also like to see you at conventions in your area. Let's make this big.
Yeah, hopefully it's only gonna get bigger and bigger. Let's see. I really hope there's gonna be a stable background for Bonds, like full of people that love the story, because I really do think it's a good story. I believe in it.
Yeah, it sounds like an amazing project, and I know the hard work that goes into this, and the sleepless nights, and then trying to reach people online. It's hard. I know. I feel like I'm better which is why conventions is my scene. I feel like I'm really good at selling to people that way.
Yeah.
But I know it's either way. It's hard work that goes into this. People need to think about that. And you're supporting someone local. You're not supporting someone that
True.
some big corporation that like Marvel that doesn't care about its workers whether they're getting paid for their stuff or not.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
And I know a lot of artists that have worked for Marvel and DC are now doing independent because it's entirely their work. They don't have to lose any money, and you're supporting a person, which I totally think is the best thing. Is
Yeah.
you're supporting someone that cares and is passionate about it.
Yes, exactly. Because like when you're making your own story, you're gonna always think that it's the best story on earth, and you're gonna put all your energy and your best, into it. So that's it.
Well, thanks for coming on. Hopefully, we can have you on again one day on your next big project.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, with the next campaign, I'll pop up again.
Well, thanks for coming on, and definitely support. Check out The Cursed Child. That sounds like a great book, and hopefully one day we can work together on something. I'm hoping to get my location up and running. My big goal is to create a gaming lounge where people can read indie comics. So that's my dream because I'm like I know how hard it is, and I'm like I believe if people can actually pick it, like when you go to a bookstore or something, they look at it, something. Some people are like that; they want something tangible. And I think that it could help creators like us.
You actually reminded me of a bookstore we used to have in a city where I came from. And I remember that was the best bookstore ever because it was fairly small, but they decided to make like a lounge area with couches. And like if you just decided to like go through a book that caught your interest, you could. You know, nobody would kick you out of there, like buy or leave. You know, it was
Mhm.
an amazing place, and it's still there. Actually, that's one lovely thing about this country. I'm in the middle of Europe. We still have bookstores, physical bookstores, where you can just roam between the aisles and just choose whatever you want. It's amazing. I love
Oh,
small
that's
bookstores.
good. I think we have like maybe one or two. I've downtown, but I don't know how many. But I know, like, if you're in Toronto, it's like, I don't know if it's still the same, but like, you'd go down, there was like at least 10 bookstores or music stores.
Yeah.
That might have changed since, everything. But I just like the idea of the books, like touching stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can totally tell. I love that bookstore. I didn't find anything similar over here yet. Yet to come. So yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on, and I'll see you soon, hopefully.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me on.
No problem. Is it evening or afternoon or morning where you are?
It's actually almost midnight.
Oh my. Well,
Yeah.
I won't keep you too much longer.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a great evening.
You too.
This is 8-Bit Shinobi signing out.